Here and there. I
don't usually watch it, but yeah. I saw this recent segment with JJ Redick and this Skip Bayless knockoff. I don't know what his name is.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just generic white dude that looks like Skip Bayless. But they were arguing. I don't want to know his name. They were arguing whether or not Chris Paul was a top 5 all-time point guard. And this guy, the Skip Bayless knockoff, had that audacity.
Yeah.
The audacity to say, what the fuck was his name?
Bob Cousy.
Bob Cousy was better than Chris Paul.
That is a crazy take.
And JJ Redick proceeded to flame him. And he was saying, like, yo, you know Bob Cousy, like, averaged 15 points per game and never shot over 39% from the field.
15 points a game, about 7 assists per game, and never shot over 40% from the field.
Yeah, he had one game with, like, a lot of assists, and he was gassing him up. And
that's crazy.
Yo, he was literally being guarded by janitors and firemen. That's what JJ said. I was dying.
But that is a fact, though. Like, what would... And this is my problem with old niggas. Like, Like, they just see something mystical once and just be dick riding.
Like Wilt Chamberlain, like, his numbers are all-time insane. But I have a feeling if you brought him into 2022, he might be... fucking DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah,
like, I don't think he's gonna be. That might be disrespectful for a lot of people. But
fucked up.
I'm just saying, like, you bring an athlete. It's a new game. The game evolves. Players evolve.
That's kind of fucked up though. Like DeAndre Jordan of all people.
You think that's fucked up?
Like Dwight Howard maybe better.
You want me to give a hotter take?
Oh God,
what that's fucked up?
What?
If I think it spreads. I think the level of talent has evolved so much, and players are so much better nowadays that it makes the players of the past wouldn't be able to compete in today's era. Including Michael Jordan. I think Michael Jordan was guarded by a lot of trash players back in the day. The defense was trash. Yeah, they fouled a lot. That's the argument everyone says. Oh, they hacked a lot. They fouled a lot. It was a tougher game. But he was guarded by white dudes named Bill Laimbeer and shit, all right?
What about the bad boy Pistons?
They weren't good. They fouled them, but they weren't good players. Like, you put those players, half of those players wouldn't be in the NBA in 2022 if they could be there.
I understand defensive scheming and what you're saying like that.
All I'm saying is Michael Jordan is overrated. If he was playing in 2022, he'd be DeMar DeRozan at best.
You're definitely wilding.
That's charitable.
You're wilding. Michael Jordan would be a top 5 in the league.
He would not.
Yes, he would.
He would be a glorified Donovan Mitchell.
You're wild. Yeah, you're definitely.
I'm just putting it out there.
You don't have to be like this.
I'm being honest with you.
But why do you feel like that?
Because the defense is way better now.
So you don't think he can adjust?
They fouled more back then.
But you don't think he could just adjust to that?
The players are better now.
But you don't think he could adjust to that?
He would adjust, and he would be like an all-star. But I don't think he'd be the greatest of all time if he played in 2022.
So you're telling me...
I don't think he'd be a GOAT.
If you plucked Jordan from at his peak, let's just go with his peak just to be easier. If you pluck Jordan from his peak and you explain to him the rules and how everything works, he wouldn't just adjust to that? And
he would adjust. He'd be a good player, but he wouldn't be the best. I don't think he'd be the greatest of all time. I don't think he'd be the best. I think he'd be an all-star. I think he would be like...
Top 5?
Probably not.
Oh, you're wilding now. Now you're wilding.
Not top 5.
You're wilding.
He's not going to be better than fucking, like...
He would definitely go...
Jokic even. Like, I don't know.
You're definitely wilding. He could definitely put up...
He's not better than Embiid, Jokic, Tatum would be better than him. Booker would be better than him.
Nah.
Hot takes, I don't care.
I'm not a numbers guy,
Put Jason Tatum on the 93 Bulls. And all I'm saying is they're going to be just as good.
No, they would not. I don't think Jason Tatum can handle that paint. Just not physically strong enough.
He can shoot. And he is physically strong enough.
Like to get clocked in the middle of the paint? No. Stop it. None of these players are.
Those players,
outside of LeBron,
the players back then weren't
LeBron's the only person you could probably take. There's a finite amount of people you could take and pluck into the 90s.
I think most of the players...
But you could take most of those...
No, matter of fact, I think you take any of the players now, you put them in the 90s, they've been balling. They would have been balling.
No. No, they will not enter the paint.
I think you'd be surprised.
We actually just saw what they did in the Olympics. They was bitching and moaning until they adjusted for a while because they couldn't really handle the calls. Like, it took them a while to adjust to that shit. They was looking pathetic for a minute.
Shit, I'm ready for all the hate comments. I'm about to get flamed. I'm ready.
I don't even think there'll be hate comments.
Yeah,
I think they'll just look at you like.
I'm dead serious too. I legitimately think if you put Jordan in 2022, he wouldn't be the greatest of all. I think he'd still be elite. He'd still be a good player. He'd be a top 10 player.
Top 5.
I don't know if he'd be top 5. I think he'd be top 10.
Of what? You know, I'm not a numbers guy, so I don't have any numbers to give you.
I mean, it's not an argument that you could fit with numbers. My argument
or defensive efficiency.
My argument is the level of talent in players have evolved to be so much better in every skill now than back then. So that's my.
It's a hard thing to argue because it's like
back then, half the players like on the bottom half of a roster in the '90s was legit players that wouldn't even make the D League nowadays, the G League nowadays.
But that's what makes it hard because it's like it's just the state of the league at that time. Yes, the game has evolved, but the thing you have to kind of take into consideration when you do compare that is like, what if you just pluck them here and they evolve with the game? What if they just evolved? What if that was the level of evolution at that time? Like
it was, but they
and Jordan went over that level of evolution. Yeah, so what if you pluck him in here? Will he match the evolution of today?
I think he would, but he wouldn't be the best. I think he would still be like maybe top 15, top 10,
top 5,
top 20,
top 5,
top 50.
Okay,
maybe like an Anthony Edwards, Donovan Mitchell.
All right,
maybe DeMar DeRozan.
All right, you're wilding.
You're
wilding. I think you can't even say like LeBron or Kobe.
No,
like,
I dead ass don't think he'd be in that level. Straight face.
I know we need views, but we don't gotta do it like this.
I'm that serious. I felt like this way. I've told Ray could say that.
They can't see Ray. They don't know Ray. Ray is an anomaly.
Zay.
All right, man.